kill, which will not come caught reloading, but a jig is up as Liege has arrived.
Exactly, and shox, because he survived so long, has bought up so much time. Look at all these CTs just exploding onto the site, washing it away. Could very well afford him a couple more options now. But it doesn't land exactly where he was hoping for. There's a huge gap in that smoke. They can push around. Good shot onto it, Liege. But
Nines, couple of Deegs in play. Nitro behind the sandbags. The flash is going to pop. He's not going to peek with it yet, however. And I don't think anyone is going to be checking this. The Liege up close. Nitro's going to show himself. Getting dinked down, though. But it's got backup in the form of Liege. And one by one, they are getting shut down here by the CTs.
yeah, this force doesn't afford them any rifles, just pistols. And you're just seeing that superior firepower rise to the top. Shutting
against just barely pistols, right? We saw a couple of Glocks in play. Nav, timing is everything, fortunately. We'll see the players running out. The MP9 not able to quite confirm the kills. And all of a sudden, it's a 2v2 bomb getting planted. This is already a win for Complexity.
Nitro needs to make sure he doesn't get taken down because Liege is only on 23 XP. He's gone down to Junior. This is winnable. It has been won by Complexity. It was 2D.
Question. Liege is a position that Complexity should really be clearing out. Fang looking the wrong way, looking for the boots. As Nap's going to find a kill on the JT, and that is a timing for Liege to strike, and they will shut it down, Vince. That was
explode out onto the site momentarily. We have seen them lose from an easier position than this, though. Should be highlighted, and Fang and Floppy looking to try and make that nightmare a reality once more. 2-on-2. Considering that OC has the AWP, he needs Liege to have impact, and Liege has done just that as he splatters Fang. But Floppy is now alive. The bastion of hope from the first map. The best player on Complexity. Had a chance, a narrow chance, and has had another one. The Deagle may prevail against the AWP in this kind of a position right now because he can consistently rattle off shots. The build up and then beat by pistols. And look what that does. It's a huge boom to Complexity's economy now. They've got tons of money in the bank if they lose this round. And Liege is going to try and push them into that position with his scout. Floppy, though, will cauterize shox from this round. And there should be enough time for this plant. There would be nerve-wracking. You can understand why. There's so much on the table for these two teams. But even then, Complexity is still fighting for this one, and Nitro can only muster up one frag. There's 20 seconds. They can try and push in. Smoke will keep the Liege from having any more impact. And now Grim picks up the bomb. The B site is clear from Floppy's hands, and there should be enough time for this plant. There will indeed. This round's not done just yet. It looked like Complexity may very well go for a save, but then the trade went in their favor before Liege shows his hand and snatches away the life of Floppy and Grim. Liquid get a fourth, but again, the position looking for something to try and counteract. Had the right idea, but was fully flashed. And now Nitro has to hold the line against multiple angles. Nitro passes the first head, tries to spray in for the second, and shox is there through the smoke. But it's Grim. It wasn't the bomb carrier. So the bomb gets planted down, but shox just pushes straight through the smoke. The audacity of the man. Just to rush there and take the fight to Complexity. And with the smoke down on the scaffolding, this is going to be that much more difficult. Shox has removed the head of Floppy. Liquid pull off. What was that, a 2v4?
A 2v4, 2v. Find Floppy in the meantime. OC, though, getting taken up by Grim, and look at how low the player is right below him. That is shox, but Nafly, living up to his name, he comes flying up with the MP9 and ensures that his teammate will be protected. And Naf still looking for more. So despite that kill
so far on this map, shox on 1 HP, 46 for Naf. After they brute force their way back in with that clutch, they could be getting put down again. Nitro, though, make sure that Fang's kill streak comes to an end, picking up 2 in this round. And now JT on 2 health, with the Desert Eagle in hand, is going to have to be pixel perfect on these execution shots. Molly in, will be extending. He got peaked from 2 separate.
Overall, they've been very proactive on the CD side, and I'd rather go for that. Slowly creeping, crawling, using the T-smoke. They are making their way up here, but Liege is going to find one, and he needs to be helped out here. But JT and Floppy, they're going to pounce on in, finding both the kills, and that means player advantage here for the T's. That being said, OC has arrived. He's going to establish a bit of equilibrium in the server. And bear in mind, these are, again...
Away. This is starting to... Away. This is starting to get a little bit worrisome for Liquid. shox is going to have impact again, or have... Maybe not. OC, with his AWP, puts it to use, but Junior point blank range with a Tech 9. side, takes off the head. First spray is good, but there is shox again. He's looking for the bomb. Did that extra time just wreck him? Is he got enough time for this right now? I don't think so. The extra lap around the site costs them the round, and Complexity win with a terrible ball
for the NA side. The defending NA side, to be precise.
Well, let's see if they can shore them up in time. They don't hemorrhage 2 more rounds. This is more like it. This is the frustrating thing about watching this Liquid CT side. Like, they have rounds when there's rifles, they just shut it down. They look so comfortable, and then when it's Deagles and P250s, it's lightning fast headshot. You can see Grim was just about to look away. May have got a jump scare from that one. Tickles the bomb, trying to phase them out, but Nitro holds his line.
As shox will use his own to keep them at bay. Player will be spotted out. Naf is more than ready. shox trying to help his teammate out. Flashbang, there's a team flash coming in here as shox will drop and OC will join the party. 2v4. Again, it's a half fight, just the pistols. They just want to get the bomb down, get a little bit of extra money, but Naf will arrive. And it's all on the flop. 1v4.
Has that Deagle alongside him, but OC has the AWP and the AWP T-Hop.
This is very similar to the third round, which Complexity won with the pistols. The only difference being this time around, it's going to be guns in the hands of Complexity. That's a hell of a shot from Fang, but at least was traded this time around by OC. Elige still looking to take the fight, and Floppy now on a bit of an excursion, making sure there is no...
Smokes out to the side. shox, wiggling his way around the back, is lurking on the prowl. This is now a race against time, and Complexity don't even know they're in the race. Elige, though, through the smoke has shattered JT and maybe shattered the dreams of this round, and shox is about to show his hand. There's one. He has been so on point with these plays throughout the entire series. They line up, and OC gets a collateral.
Junior going to be leading the pack. It's going to be OC. Oh, a whipped shot.
Oh, 2 whiff shots, and that allows him a bit of safe flashes in mid. I say that, but Naf, the man that you just highlighted on 14 and 4, has now escalated himself to 16, and shox is right alongside him. He's had such a good series.
Huge half thus far from good old Naf. JT, the amount of utility that's been lobbed in its direction, it's like, the only thing remaining.
Nitro's on there with 10, who's joining his teammate up on ramp. And Elige is trying to pinch around the back of them. JT, though, makes short work of Nitro before Elige sprays down 2. There's a third player in OC, but he has missed his shot. Realizing there are players to the
little clock inside him ticking. He knows when it's time to pounce.
This is just pure experience. Great game sense coming together in perfect harmony, but he needs the rest of his teams to survive. He has to let the rest of his team survive, and they do. Just about by the skin of their teeth. Naf on 19. If they both died there on the site, shox is flanked.
Naf. He's all the way towards mid, and they have a player waiting outside of B. They're making a lot of noise here, and Floppy's going to come poking and prodding. The flashbang is good, and Elige will fall, and now they know it's going to be the B hit, and that means Liquid have to make a bit of haste.
And Grim has to have so much impact. There's one. Oh, the bomb's gone down as well, but Naf is quick to repair and isolate the rest of these CTs. JT and Junior, though, are going so above and beyond.
Faster, allowing them to shut down that push from Liquid. Right now, though, just a P250 in the hands of Naf. Just Glocks abound. It's a long journey ahead here for Complexity. Come on, Fang, you gotta check those angles.
Well, that's especially confusing because Grim took down the player. There's no stilts in Counter-Strike, you know, that's not on the buy menu. So you see the player boosted up. Surely he calls that to his teammate. Getting caught there.
In mind, they do have the weaponry advantage right now.
Yes, firmly in favor of them.
Oh, Junior.
Trying to make something out of this one, though. But Junior gets caught in an awkward position. He's just dodging bullets in the smoke like Neo. But eventually, in this version, Agent Smith does come out ahead, and it's OC that whips off 7. And it could all come down to timing. Fang's not sure where Naf is currently residing. I think his ankle's just been spotted, and Naf will slay him down.
A fair and ancient, honestly. It could have gone the way of Complexity if a couple of clutches hadn't gone the way of Liquid. But this time around on Vertigo, sure, they're having a few stumbles, but apart from that, they have been looking good. That being said, though, great hold here from Junior and Grim. As OC at least able to trade. He knows there's another player nearby. As Elige going for a wild spray on top of the smoke, trying to find something. The flash is good, but Floppy snuck on in, but I think they know where he is. Floppy able to find one. shox, spins around and trades, but Grim is good enough to dispatch of him. The 1v3 for OC. And for Complexity, one round in the long journey to take us to OT and stay alive.
He's got just shy of a minute left. Clock is in his favor, but Grim's position with the flash preceding the peak.
but it's never going to be easy. Pistols, Mac 10 in the hands of Nitro, going to be leading the charge. The B defenders, they're getting kind of trapped or pinned down, as it is going to be Napla that comes running out, but Grim holding down the fort, finds 4, and it's all on shox now. 1 versus 4, able to take down JT, but now position compromised. Bomb dropped on the B.
Knows the importance of even taking away. But he'll always fancy himself a chance to potentially clutch this round out, but Fang on the off angle catches him off guard. Now throwing some counteractive ones in. Fang's getting up close. Slight gap in the smoke allows JT to peer down, but the flash will force him away. Flash does so much, though, in favor of Complexity as Fang capitalizes 2 quick fire kills.
Trying to inflict as much damage as he can, because this round is pretty much nigh unwinnable, and he will be taken down by Floppy. Getting close, being found for a while. No one expected him to do any good, and they were able to prove everyone wrong. The new Cloud19, for example, comes to mind. For how long were they the youngsters, so to speak, right? And how long it took them to grind out and reach the level where they're now a top 3 team consistently, a top 5 at worst in the world. So I really do.
The chips are truly down. Liquid just have that extra firepower, that extra real experience is prevailing and shining through. I mean, you look at their team, they've got shox edition as it stands. In this game as well, obviously, we were just talking over that round. It was basically an eco bash. And now we're back into a very dangerous, threatening round for Complexity. Yes, you've saved a few rounds. You've kept yourself in this, but it only takes one mistake, one huge moment like this that could turn everything against you. Good news, though, on the side of Complexity is that Floppy was there. It won't affect either of these defenders, though. It's more shallow. Same with the Molotov. Good crosshair placement on Fang will yield the first frag, and OC's missed his shot. Lands on the second time of asking. We'll never expect both players to be over on side, and that will prove. This is already a done deal. We're saying GG. We're wrapping it up. Complexity, though, now against the half buy. Now with a real chance to close the gap, close the noose, and Floppy decides that he's going to get up close and personal. He wants to take the fight to Liquid, and he's panning his stats up to 24. Nafto with the Tech 9. Hold the phone for a second. Surely this isn't doable. 16 HP becomes 0, and Fang tends to. If Liquid let it get that far, so they're going to try and push in here and not allow that to take shape. First kill onto Junior. Once again is the first player to fall. Now shox has gone from strength to strength, but it's that man again. It's Floppy, but he's been dethroned. Capitulated. The marriage on the site has been annulled, and now Liquid are looking good to take this match and make it theirs. But Fang still has a couple frags in his pocket. Fang goes in for more. Suddenly down to Elige. This was a 2-on-4. And suddenly now Complexity have this in the palm of their hand. Elige needs to land some massive frags and Complexity.
Pistols. Sure, they have max loss bonus, but it's just going to be some upgraded, maybe a Galil, maybe some pistols coming out. And that means Complexity can easily get to round number 14. But that being said, Elige, he will find JT. So despite the players being so very low, they're going to find the headshot. Shock finds Fang, and Junior replies back.
Can Complexity pull the rabbit out the hat again? It's not looking good. Nafly cauterizing the rest of the map. They can tandem with the bomb. Half of that fuse now remains. 4 players on Complexity. Yes, OC is low, but their positions are so deep, so passive. There's a flank element coming in, and it's shox and Nafly to get it done. Complexity eliminated, and Liquid go 2-2.
Couple of smiles being cracked there for Liquid, and I'm sure they're breathing a bit of a sigh of relief here, Vince.